I got balls deep in that for years. I was completely convinced.
So you think they did not go to the moon?
No, I don't think that anymore.
Okay.
But you know what I think now? I think I don't know.
Before Apollo mission, there was no time in history that humans had gone beyond 400 miles of the Earth's surface. And all the space missions were done near around the Earth's orbit. So the question that arises is, how did the scientists knew that astronauts would be able to survive on the moon when they had not sent even a single living object up in deep space? Did the scientists knew the dangers of solar flares, radiations and rocket failures but still took the risk? Or was it something else?
There's unquestionably some stuff that, whether it was images or video, that was faked.
One of the photos Joe mentions in his podcast is this photo of Michael Collins.
He used it as a press release saying that he was on a spacewalk, when it was really an image of him from a test run where there was all this stuff in the background and he was on this harness and they just blacked out the background and tried to sell it as him being in space.
Another video which he mentions is when astronauts are jumping on the moon's surface. You can see how the jumping seems a bit sketchy and the physics and body mechanics doesn't really add up here.
Look at that, it's ridiculous.
You can't do it.
What? His right foot's down, his left foot's up, and he just goes straight up in the air. It is crazy.
That's fake.
You ever see the video of them jumping around? It looks like they're on trampolines.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like they're just bouncing straight up in the air. You're like, well, what the fuck is that? How come the physics are different in different flights?
Another thing Joe mentions is the Neil Armstrong speech at the 50th anniversary celebration for NASA. During the whole speech, it seemed like Neil Armstrong wanted to say something to the world which he wasn't supposed to say.
There are great ideas undiscovered, breakthroughs available to those who can remove one of truth's protective layers.
This conference from 1969 when they returned from the moon is one of the most cryptic, weird things you'll ever see. They're like fidgety and looking nervous, like they're getting away with something.
So they didn't do it then?
They might have done it. They might have been forced to say some things that they didn't want to say, and that could be part of it.
Absolutely.
You know, they could have done it. But there's a lot of weirdness with the moon landing.
Now the biggest question is why humans are not able to go back to the moon since such a long time. George Bush said in 1990 that humans will be able to set footprints on moon very soon, but the last time any human went to moon was in 1972. We know more about space, we have better security protocols, we have better communication standards and etc. So what is the actual problem here?
The big issue is, in many ways, it's money, right? There's how much money is there in going to the moon, and it's also very risky to send humans out there. It's way cheaper and safer to send robots out there. Like, why risk human lives? I stopped saying that we never went to the moon because I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. How much do I know about rocketry? How much do I know about aerospace? Zero.
Yeah.
So if I'm running around saying I don't believe people went to the moon, what is it based on? It's based mostly on ignorance, speculation, and the excited feeling that comes with trying to uncover a conspiracy.
Sure.
I think with the moon landing, it's way more likely that we went to the moon, but that some of the footage is fake.
Okay, but why there are so many conspiracy theories and fake videos about the moon? Like, who is going to benefit from all this? Well, one of the reasons is the Cold War, when USA and Soviet Union wanted to show superiority over each other. Both of these countries wanted to capture space and show that their space programs are better than the other. This is how the space race and race to the moon originated. Another major reason is back in those times, there was no internet.
It was unchecked. There was no media.
Social media.
Yeah, there was nothing that would expose them for this. And this stuff, they would air it on TV once in 1969. You never see it again unless you watched it on film. There's no YouTube where you can go back and watch the astronauts on trampolines video.